Are we going? Yeah, okay, cool. Looks like we're good. Gonna finish this probably in another hour, give or take. If the game decides to load sometime today, that'd be great. Do that. There. I think it's still. Well, and we're good to go. Awesome. I got cold. I'm wearing a bathrobe now. Checking my cords. Sorry. Should be good. Yeah, there we go. The best friend dynamic that they got is it's so much fun. I will try my new hand at a new gun at a stranger, actually. I think at this point I should probably swap out what I got for, oh, that's not terrible. I'll probably switch out the handgun for the stinger now. I should have enough, I think. Sorry, Punisher. I have no need for you anymore. Saw the Magnum and the shotgun as well. Well, maybe I'll hold on to the Magnum. We're gonna need them. Yep. Thank you, Yoshi. Where's the typewriter? It's over here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Completely missed it. Might as well put that on there, I guess. If I encounter the biosensor scope, I'll probably sell it because I don't need it. We'll see. There's one. There's two. Alright, we're good to go. This section is honestly not too difficult. I just gotta camp up here on the stairs and we're good. Come on, Luis. Get behind me. I'm sure you've already noticed by now as well the TF2 critical hit effect. Whenever you land, well, a critical hit. I thought it was fun. It's just a visual change. There's nothing special about it, really. Oops. I keep pressing the window key. Zooming in is Alt. Again, for some reason. I don't know why they decided that that was the best key to make for a bunch of the commands of the game, but whatever, you know? I'm using the Stingray, or not Stingray, sorry, Stinger right now because I don't have access to the Killer 7 yet. It's a good weapon. I just don't get it until Island 1, or what would be Chapter 13, I think. It might be 14. It might be 14, 15, 16. Villages 1 through 6. Castle is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then Island is 13, 14, 15, 16. Is it 4? It might be 4. I can't remember. We'll see. Don't want that. Nope. Don't think so. I should be okay on this upcoming fight. We got a ton of healing sources, so I'm gonna do that. There you go. Look out, Luis. Be quite the ladies' man. Yep. There's a treasure here, isn't there? Huh. Could have sworn there was. Hmm. Hmm. Dang. Yeah, I could. There is a quick kill for this fight that I would do, but I mentioned this earlier about Del Lago. Because the mods hitboxes are different than what it actually is. A lot of the stuff you can do in the regular game to get this over with faster, it's just not the same. That was fast, huh? Constant damage from the gator gun, yeah. Nope, especially when he runs into you like that. Huh. Decide who you're gonna attack and do that, please. The arena's so small. Let's see if I can't get him with this. Nah, I don't think that's gonna work. See? Yeah, the model's a bit messed up. There we go. Nice blue. I don't think he might drop a red barrel, but I think it's better to just get it over with, you know. I forgot how awesome that boss theme was, that arena theme. I should be able to do the minecarts without any issue. Of course it is. See, there's a typewriter over there, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. This isn't a hard section of the game. I hope you like thrill rides. Everybody uses Donkey Kong Country for this part. I'm gonna be special. When I'm editing this down, I'm not using Donkey Kong Country. This section is even easy on controller, so I'm not worried about it. I've done this hit list several times. Whoa! I like this part. This is a fun part. This is way better than the original. This section is better than the original section. The original isn't bad by any means, but it's nowhere near as fun as this. This is also where you do the Dipman glitch in the original. Rest in peace, old striker. Is this it? No. This is actually pretty quick, this little pit stop. Here's what we're gonna do. Shoot him. Kill that guy. Don't let him. This came to mind. For assisted mode, when I played through assisted mode, I decided to do the achievement that was use only handguns and knife. That was tough. Like it wasn't impossible or anything, but it was pretty tough. I enjoyed that run. That was a fun run. This part's a bit more difficult. We're gonna see Dr. Salvador again. I mean, Freddy Fazbear. Which, interestingly enough, the same model, there's a mod, I don't know if it's by the same guy or not, but there's a mod for the same model over Leon instead. So we're going to focus on breaking the cart and not shooting Dr. Salvador. It's easier to take care of him if the cart's broken instead. Come on. He's not an instant kill in this, but he attacks the cart, and the cart takes a lot of damage from one of his swings. Here, it's this part. There we go. Yes, sir. See, that's him right there. The bomb, the barrel bomb, takes out like 3/4 of the cart's health or something. I don't think it's possible to break the cart on your first pass. Like, shoot it enough times so that the bomb actually destroys it. But yeah, see, I think I shot it 3 or 4 times on the first little section, and it seems like 7 is how many you need. I don't think it's possible to do it to finish him off with that one barrel bomb. I think there are parts of the soundtrack that are better than the original, but the island for sure is not one of them. The original island theme is just phenomenal. Hmm. They're best friends. The dynamic duo. Bruh. I don't think we need to do the request here. The request would be shooting these globules. There's 4 of them. I don't think we need to do that. They don't. It's not like they spawn more Novistadors. See, I told you I'd remember the name. I do now. But the Novistadors, I think, are set spawn, like in the ballroom. Oh, did I miss one? Guess I did. See, they come from there, but I don't think they actually spawn more if you don't shoot them. There he is. Yeah, this section will get us a lot of sapphires. I think they drop sapphires the most, and then rubies, and then yellow diamonds. What are we at? 313? Not bad, not bad at all. It's actually really good pace. There's a secret treasure over here. Simply a gold bar. Sometimes these guys are hard to keep track of. They're constantly flying all over the place. Sure. We're gonna use it eventually anyways, so. Let's jump in here. I don't think I need to save here. Sell the handgun. Sell the SMG. I forgot the laser sight. There we go. Alright. It's a veritable work of art, mate. Luis, come on. There we go. No, I don't want to skip anything. Hmm. This is a pretty quick fight, especially considering you got the fully upgraded primal knife. Those kicks do about 30% of his health. So the more kicks we can land, the better. There we go. His last act of defiance. Poor Luis. When I was first playing this game, I was really hoping that Luis would make it. I liked him. He was okay in the original, you know, whatever. Kind of there to help Leon sort of feel to him. But here he had an actual character, I feel. And I know you get to see a little bit more of it in Assignment Ada, or Separate Ways. Not Assignment Ada. That's not in this game. Not yet. Not yet. Probably not ever, but anyways. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was hoping that Luis would escape somehow. You know, return in something, but There's one thing I would like to mention about Major Krauser. I think a lot of people who played this game, and honestly a lot of people who played 4 and then nothing else really, probably don't know who Jack Krauser is. Jack Krauser was, like Leon mentioned, sort of like Leon mentioned, his commanding officer. He was a major, and he and Leon worked together. during Operation Javier, which takes place during Resident Evil. Which one? What's it called? I'll hold on to that. I have both of the games. It's not Outbreak. Not that one. Chronicles. It's the Chronicles games. I think it was Darkside Chronicles, which is the one that he's in. Darkside Chronicles was a retelling of 2 and the Operation Javier, and then Umbrella Chronicles was the retelling of 1 and 0, I believe. I've not finished either of them. They're both actually really hard. So this is our ticket to a quick kill. If we hold on to this gold egg and we use it at Ramon Salazar, we throw it at his face, then that's an instant win. It doesn't kill him automatically, but it takes his health bar down by like 90% or something. It's ridiculous. We need one more emerald. I actually haven't tried putting the scratched emerald into anything. I don't know if it would work, but it's worth a shot in a future playthrough, just to see. Oh, there's something there. Ah, I see. I probably also don't need to save until I reach Ramon. Oh, shoot. Die. Eat my gator gun and Kokiri sword. There was another mod for a sword for the combat knife, and I also saw Master Sword 1. But the sword was like an actual broadsword, and it just looked goofy. It was too big in the inventory. It was too big when Leon actually swung the thing. It just swung, not swang. Sell our submachine gun and handgun. And then when we get to the island, we'll sell all our rifle stuff. Yeah, so chapter 13 is the start of the island. 13, 14, 15, 16. 13 is the start, 14 I think is Krauser, 15 is the helicopter escape thing, and 16 is final boss. So yeah. Actually, let me check. How many saves are we at? 10. 1 here and 1 at Ramon. That's 12. 1 at the end of the chapter. That's 13. Once in chapter 14, that's 14. I'd have to skip chapter. Yeah, no, I'll just do 1 before Ramon. That leaves 1 at the start of the island, 1 before Krauser, 1 before Mike. And then I think it gives me leeway 1 extra on the island, and then of course before Sadler. I think so. I started doing the there's the only save requirement is on professional. I started doing the routing when I was doing my hardcore S plus, and I think I actually got it. I mean, I used all the end of chapter saves. I used extra saves. That's what I'm getting at. I forgot to disable that. My bad. All right. I also like how the statue looks like the original design. I think that's fun. Um, what was I saying? Yeah. I think I actually did save maybe once at every save location in hardcore, but I didn't need it. I think I had my routing done pretty well that I just, I didn't. Maybe I should have gotten that treasure while I was there. I don't think any of those guys turn into Plagas. You'll see why in a minute. That's just showing us that there's a dude pulling a lever that throws a boulder down here. Not a boulder, a spike ball. Like that. Big ol' spiky ball. And now we get to use it. This was also in the original, except instead of a big spiky ball, it was a big barrel. For whatever reason. I don't think I'll go down there and grab anything they drop. It's mostly pesetas, and there's plenty of treasure here, so I'm not gonna bother. You'll notice that some of the corpses are disappearing too throughout the game. Like, they're dissipating. They did that in the original game, but not here. It's a setting here. Basically like a clutter cleanup. Kind of like in TF2 how you can disable gibs and corpses and stuff. Ragdolls. It just makes things run smoother because there's not as many models on the screen anymore. I might just, like I said, those extravagant clocks are just not, they're not, what's the word I'm looking for? That guy is why we don't have any plagas yet. I forgot what I was going to say now. I think it was about the corpses, just like the random scattered corpses. I don't think it's that important, and I also think it detracts from not the nostalgia necessarily, but that would be at the end of the day what I'm talking about. I think it does detract from the experience, though. I would say that. That did not stop. I already got that achievement, but still, come on. Oh, there he is. This part isn't hard, that's why I didn't save. But it is good to save before a boss just in case you mess something up. Sweeper, my beloved. The gator gun. All my for alligator ammo. It's infinite for alligator ammo. Think about it that way. We're not using the ammo because we have infinite of it. For alligator, for context, is one of my 2 favorite Pokemon. The other one, big surprise, Gen 2 guy, it's probably Tyranitar. I love T-Tar. And I haven't played any of the new generations, but my brother has. What they did to my sand teams, is unacceptable. They nerfed Sandstorm. Can you believe that? It's just, how could they do it? How could they do this to me? I know they buffed Hail, but I don't care. I don't care. I use Sandstorm. Hello. Oh, what's the time at? I'll skip this stuff up there. There's some things up there. Whatever. I might just sell the ornate clocks for no treasure. It's not, I don't think it's worth it. We could actually, we could sell this thing right here. Handgun, SMG rifle. I think that's good. Wouldn't want to be wondering what if. And then we get our Killer 7. Let's go. Krauser. Ramon. She's fine. So funny. Leon is so cool. The Queen Plaga is so gross. And unfortunately it's over. The epic conclusion to that song, his boss theme in that conclusion, oh, so good. So good. It's just a shame that the boss fight itself is not fun. Not really. And if you got the golden egg, it doesn't last long at all. Like you saw, we didn't even have max upgrade Gator gun, and it took like a minute. Yeah, just about. Going into the island at 3:30-ish. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're on pace. I don't think I'll upgrade the Killer 7. Not yet. I think I should probably buy the rocket launcher first and just throw it into storage, just so that I got it, you know. I found out something interesting when playing assisted in standard. These jump scare armaduras are not in assisted in standard mode. They're not there. Yeah, it's over here. That's right. Yeah. There's a second one coming up here. Another diamond. Good, good, good. We're gonna need a lot of those. I think these always drop. Never mind. I was gonna say I think they always drop spinel. Not true. Not true. Spreading misinformation is the thing I do best. So. It's Leon's girlfriend. Don't need a save here. The goofy ass primal knife Kokiri sword. Women. They didn't put the line in. They had the bingo, but they didn't have his other one-liner. See, I'm gonna state this again. I don't think the current voice actress for Ada is bad. Not by any means, no. I don't think she's bad at all. But compared to the original and the one lady they got for Resident Evil 2 remake, I just don't think it's as good. I don't know why they couldn't get the lady they had for 2 remake back, but they couldn't for some reason. I can actually. What you got for me? Killer 7 and the case upgrade. treasure map and another exclusive, but we don't want that. We want our rocket launcher. Oh, and velvet blue for 1. That's not good. We want to store our rocket launcher. Oh, never mind. I was gonna repair the vest, but we don't need it repaired. Thinking, do I want to skip saving here? Do I want to skip saving here? I could do it. I probably could. And then save. And then save, right at the end of the chapter. Chapter 14, when we gotta go rescue Ashley. I think I should play it safe. We have enough. That way I can also do this. Not options. Now we got the original sound effects and music, and we get the good island music, not the okay island music. I think the rest of the remake soundtrack is pretty good, but for whatever reason, I just don't like the island music. See, it sounds much more like sneaky spy espionage. It's the big guy. I think there are 3 or 4 of those dudes that we fight. I know 3 for sure, but there might be an extra one in there. Yeah, those all instantly kill. I can't remember if they instant kill Leon or not, but they do instant kill enemies. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait for the big guy, wherever he is. We gotta get a good position. There he is. Hi, friend. Ooh, I did not see you. You snuck up on me, friend. Alright. Let's, never mind. That works. It just might take a little while. No, I guess it wouldn't take that long, but what I'm getting at is, depending upon how much spawns and how willing you are to take stuff out, it could take a while. I should have bought the Killer 7 now that I'm thinking about it, because there's going to be a rocket launcher guy up ahead. Should have kept the Stinger for just a little bit longer. That's on me. I'll figure it out. Those are the big cannons that were meant to kill us, but you can tell they're working against them. Open wide. And that works for me. The Chicago Sweeper. My beloved. We got a lot of healing and we're gonna need it, so it's a good thing. That muzzle flash is so bright on the stream. I'm sorry if that's bothering anything. Making your guys' latency lower, but what was that about a salad? Nope. And see the primal knife having infinite durability, also very useful. I think we got a lot of yellow diamonds. That's pretty good. I think that the combat knife has a higher damage potential, but the primal knife's infinite durability is just so much more useful. Being able to parry and attack, again, infinitely, just like the sweeper, it's just way too useful. It's too useful to pass up. See, their rocket launcher models are changed as well. I think that's fun. I want to try and sneak around and get him that way. I forgot that he was an armor gooner. He's a goonie with armor. One of the Ganados with armor. Those guys are annoying, but not anything I can't handle with my infinite sweeper. Yeah, see, this is the part where it's really about how much time are you gonna take. I think the first two sections you can get through pretty quick. It's really the island that's the big time waster, because this is like the combat area of the game. Everything else is like stealth or puzzles or whatnot. There's really not any puzzles here. Did that kill him? I think that killed him. That other guy is a launcher. There's a crown down here that we need to get. We already bought our rocket launcher, but it's good to have upgrade money. Keep seeing my own shadow. It's making me think there's somebody else behind me. Let me put stuff in. Uh-huh. Put a couple in those. I think that's good for now. We need 3 red barrels or amethyst or alexandrite or emerald. Really it doesn't matter. We just want to fill out the crown to get the maximum potential out of it. What we got ain't bad. Selling it with just the diamonds. How much would that be actually? 36. Not terrible. I think it might actually be more beneficial if we only found one more red barrel to actually to take that, an alexandrite and an emerald, and replace the other two or replace one of the diamonds with a ruby or a sapphire instead. That might be better if we can't find 3 red barrels. And if we end up with 2, then we could put 1 in the cat and replace the cat eyes with red, the rubies, instead of the diamonds. Because I think that the triple bonus would actually pay out more? Probably? Maybe? We gotta be quiet here. Shh. Well, someone didn't want to listen. See, there's a brute and there's that guy. We want to sneak up and kill them both. We got the sweeper, but it's easier to take these guys out with stealth. Like I said, boom, done. Once again, regenerators are not going to be an issue at all, because you can stun them with the sweeper and just wail on them. And if all else fails, the knife is, like I said, very, very good. I just like, for some reason it does multiple. Well, is it because knives do more damage to the weak spots? Because the only parts that really do the most damage on regenerators are the plagas, like the hidden plagas in them. Maybe that's why. Maybe because the knife does increase damage on weak spots. Which is also why there's the prompt for when you're fighting something like the Gigante or one of the major bosses to knife them, because that does a really large portion of their health. Hand grenade. Like I said, even if we get 1 red barrel, that would be enough. But we need to find 1. Please? More hand grenades. Another velvet blue. That cash in your pocket. Okay. Keep on the Magnum. Sell the boot. We want our Killer 7. And then repair that, yeah. I think that's good. I think that's good enough. We will get 1 guaranteed red barrel, I forgot. I did mention this earlier. There's 1 guaranteed one over here. What was that? Oh. Don't need to check that. I don't know if this wastes time or save time to open this. It certainly makes traversing it faster. And there's no cutscene for it either, so I don't see why I wouldn't. Which one was this? Is it this one? Oh, that's freaky. You can hear the Regenerador breathing in the background. Ugh. I can't remember this one, and I don't know why. This is the only required one. There we go. I don't know why that took me so long. How long did that take me? It took me like 4 minutes, dude. Probably not that long, but felt like forever. Sorry about that, peeps. Here comes the boy. Yep. Done. I told you the sweeper. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. The closest you can get to the beauty, the genius of the sweeper is maybe the, there's a SMG you can get in this section, in the freezer, that's not bad. I don't think I'll pick it up. It's the LE something. It's got penetration power, so that's why it's better than the TMP in my opinion. TMP is not bad. I love the TMP, but it's not great. Let me see if I can get it. We'll see. We'll see if I can get it. I think that's right. No, is it? I think it was this, and then that. No, it was definitely that. Yeah, it's not bother. It's not worth it, like I said. Worth a couple shots. You don't want to shoot their legs, because then they become annoying. And sometimes they just fall over for no reason at all. Alright, well. Gross. Thanks. I didn't know. Alright, upcoming. Maybe I'll just take care of all of them, but we're gonna have to guess, because we don't have the biosensor scope, which regenerator and which tube has the wrench that we need. That's not a box. There's gonna be a guy behind us. Nice try, pal. I think I like this layout a little bit better than the original. It's not too different, but there's no, like, in the original there's this weird offshoot that you have to go up, and there's like a big tower and stuff, and the tower's where you see part of the conversation between Krauser and Ada, and it's I don't know what was going on with that, but it flows a lot better here. I don't know why I think that. I just think it does. Because it's not, again, like I said, it's not that different. See, if you can just pump them with lead, then it doesn't matter. Let him get up, let him get up. What has he got? Alexandrite. Okay, let's try again. Is that enough? No. Not quite. Ruby? No, that's just gonna be my last guess. Really? That's what we didn't want to happen. Alright, we got plenty of full heals. Let's use them. This guy keeps jumping on me, giving me kisses. It's a different guy jumping on me now. Well, one of them's got the wrench. We know that. There we go. I think that was the second to last guy that I guessed. I think it wasn't last guess, guys. Yay. There's a biosensor scope. We're just gonna turn around and sell that immediately, because we don't have a need for it. Oops. And here's the reason why. Well, not the reason why, but if I didn't kill all of them, their explosives were gonna blow up the glass, and I'd have to fight all of them, or 3 of them at the very least, at the same time. As you could imagine, that's probably not a good idea. 2 of them is enough. Okay, that was risky. Thank God that didn't go south. I think it will have almost full. I think we'll be 1 yellow herb away from completely full by the end of this. Because we got one more yellow. Okay. We could fight the reanimated corpse, the dangerous Iron Maiden, but I don't really feel like it. What a lovely hand you have, young lady. Oh, he was checking on her plaga progression. So, if you don't have a handgun, it's the SR. But if you do, it's whatever handgun you have, I suppose. Interesting. Or SG. Not SR, SG. Is that Ada? It is Ada. There's a fish in here. For some reason. We're gonna take the fish. Yeah. I think that's everything in this room. Let's move on. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the line. She's gonna say it. Bro thinks she Jill. You'll never replace Jill. Original Jill. You could replace modern Jill, and I wouldn't bat an eye. You do? Alright, I think we got 3 tokens, so we might as well go down, see what we get. Well, at least it's some cash. That was just about the worst thing that we probably could have gotten. We can't even use it, so... LE5, yeah, that's the one. Might as well. What are you implying, Yoshi? C. Yeah. At least we get 100,000 with that. We'll stick with this for now, and then I think 3 of a kind might actually get us more. No. We'll stick with that. We'll stick with that for now. Chapter 14, 13 saves. Save once before Krauser. No. 13. Yeah. I'll save after Krauser. Skip the Krauser save. I don't think I'll need it. Krauser's not that hard of a fight. Yeah, no, I don't think I'll need it for Krauser. I've got almost full max health. I got a bunch of green herbs. I think we'll be good. That was something else. I think the only song that I could see replacing the original island theme in terms of like mysterious espionage type stuff, maybe, and this is a big stretch, the space pirate theme from Metroid Prime. Not like the fighting theme, but like when you're just in the space pirate base, and it's kind of an ambient sounding calm before the storm type song, you know. I think that might work. You okay? On your knees. I remember when they were promoting this game with the cute, like, Asumanga Daioh type anime thing. That I thought that was funny. Okay, so it doesn't pierce armor, but it's an unparryable attack, which is rare. There are very few attacks that you can't parry that are melee. That's one of them. I should say parry or what would be the word, deflect? Like with the spacebar, like the chainsaws. Let me see. I thought I had an extra something. I guess not. Never mind. Don't laugh at me. The second one gives me trouble. Oop. I don't know why it does that sometimes. The camera. I mean, I know why, but I don't know the purpose of it. It's because to stay in third person, it's got to be consistent, and for some reason, it decided the consistency should be. Bring it, you friggin' monster. I do like how she's more confident now too, especially on Leon, but her own capabilities as well, I would say. Whereas in the original, she's still kind of like, stay away. Which, I mean, you know, fair enough. These are big spooky monsters. Yeah, Iron Maidens are jokes with. I would just say in general, Iron Maidens are a big joke. See, that did not take long. Another red barrel. We will. You know what? We will get a third one for the crown. Nice. I didn't embarrass myself. What time are we at? 4:08. We're almost done with Island. We're on pace. We're good. Wait, that's not what I wanted. He sounds so demanding. There's another necklace here. I think we have enough after this red barrel that we could actually fill out both of the ornate necklaces instead of a bunch of random garbage. You'll see about the red barrel. You'll see. More will spawn. Alright, give me a minute. I am live. I accidentally killed. I wouldn't say accidentally, but a stray bullet killed one of the rats for one of the merchant requests. I did not intend on completing that request. Alright. I am needed in the other room for a minute. I will put a pause on this and be back briefly. Alright. Yeah, that works. I will be right back. I'm putting my mic on mute. back and I brought a Baja Blast. I brought a Baja Blast. Cheers. Ah. Okay. I remember this one. You gotta flip this around, and you gotta flip that around, and then you just do that. Oops. Absolute cinema. I'll probably play some Marvel Rivals after this. I don't know if I want to stream that. I might. I'm considering it. Because I know, it's popular analytics, whatever. But also, I like the game. And I'm going to play what I like to play, so. What's this? Oh, that's extermination request. The pests. Let me go into treasures. We can do that, and we can do this. There's 100,000, and there's another 100,000. Excellent. I think that's good. Yeah. Here's another fun fact. You see this cracked wall? I do like the original section, but I don't think it's better. I think the wrecking ball might be better. If we put 2 grenades here, the next one she throws will break down the wall. Or I guess not throw, but you get it. The next swing breaks the wall down. Take some more cash, why not? It is pretty impressive that she can just jump in the wrecking ball and immediately knows how to use it. I would say that's pretty impressive. What saves were we at? 13? Oh, yeah. I think I'll have to skip Krauser. Save Krauser. Did Krauser's save? You'd save that at 4. Mike. There's only one woman for Weon, and her name is Ada. He can't take a hint, can he? Well, that's pretty relatable to most of us, I think. Actually, by the end of this, we might have a full health bar. They pulled off his invisible hood. Nice shot. It's a good thing Leon doesn't reload. Why are his attendants dressed like that? It's weird. I can't wait to. We're not there yet. I won't spoil it. Perfect. Ooh, another free heavy grenade. Don't mind if I do. One pre-island and one before Sadler, and I think we're good. Or pre-helicopter. We're already on the island. We had several saves pre-island, so that's not what I wanted. Nope, don't want to mess with that. I want to talk to Yosh. Yep. Looks good to me. I didn't click on anything. I think an extra little bit of healing never hurt any. Well, of course it never hurt anybody. Oh, I haven't bought heavy grenade recipe. Assault rifle, SMG, handgun, boot knife. I think that works. I think flashes come in handy more often. I should probably also buy Magnum. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Another few lucky crafts. Don't mind if I do. Rookie. The transitions from cutscene to gameplay are so smooth. This game is fantastic in and out. Okay, dang. I know he's there, but I don't know how to stop him. Can I shoot him? Luther, you missed. I'm no stranger to covert tactics. I forgot that was there. Oh my gosh, guys, 420. I think I should have this finished by 5. If I'm getting my times correct. He's gonna fire an arrow here. Oh, it misses. It stuns, but it misses. I think I got skill. And a chicken hat. And a bulletproof vest. I think that's what I got. If you stick here, that doesn't hit you, yeah. Ouch. It's funny, the Reaper doesn't officially appear in this game. That being Hunk, for those of you who don't know. Hunk's code name is the Grim Reaper. Or Death. I think he's got a lot of names used throughout the series. That's oops. That's a big oops. How kind, how polite. He waits until I'm up to start firing. I can't see what's going on. Oh, okay, there we go. Really? There's another full heal down here. We just have to make one. I don't know how to avoid that. You can't duck under it. Here's the yellow. There's a green. And there's a red at the end. We'll use it now. Why not? Got plenty of good healing options. Nah. I'm gonna do my own thing. Big shockwave. And now I do. Such a funny line to me, I don't know why. Not a hard fight. It's a fun one though. The little quiver, lip quiver that he does is so sad. He just had to kill his master. His sensei. His teacher. Unfortunately, we're selling the knife because we're not going to use it. So, I think it's funny that you can. Well, not funny because you can sell all the other boss items, but I think it is a little out of place that you can sell the combat knife. There's so much sentimental value to that thing. For Leon, at least, because they use the same exact knife in the original, and they both use the same combat knife. What's it called? The fighting knife? Yeah. Almost like it was a gift from Krauser. They retconned it or something. I don't know. The finest ways. Don't want that. Here, you can have this. 10,000? Really? I mean, I'm not gonna keep it, so. Handgun SMG. I think I might save. Well, we're at the end of the game. Let's do that. How much do we got? Enough for one more. Maybe I'll... I think I'll save it for just in case, if we need something. I wanted to find a mod for Krauser, but I couldn't find anything that I liked. Same with the Ganados. Nope. It's Mike. More like, who was that? Sorry, bad traffic. One chopper compliments a Hunnigan. You can tell I played this game a little bit. They just keep coming. I like that line. I don't think we've heard that one yet. Alright, that's all of those guys. Twisty son of a bitch. I like that one. That's a great line. Come here. Oh. Jackpot. Leave the area up ahead to me. Sit back and enjoy the show. Then you can join on the fun. Oh, that's it, yeah. Yeah, they don't follow. Okay. Wow. I can't tell if he's Texan or Australian. The other reason we want to hang on to the resources, the gunpowder, is because there's a skip we can do here with the heavy grenades. You'll see in a second. Yeah, so normally we'd have to go up and use a turret to take care of this anti-aircraft gun, but if I can aim my heavy grenades properly, there we go. It takes two, but I missed one, I guess. Gonna keep an eye out over here, just in case somebody comes and decides to attack, I guess. It's not like we're lacking in the firepower department, but conserve ammo, conserve time, conserve effort. Yeah, we're good. We got another hour until we're out of time. 59 minutes technically speaking. Yep. I think he's Texan. But again, it's kind of hard to tell. Okay. That was bad. It's not like we're gonna die without the... We got plenty of healing. It's not like we're gonna die without the armor, but any amount of damage I can avoid, I would have rather taken that blast as damage instead of armor damage. Because I got so much healing, it doesn't matter. See what I mean? See what I mean? See what I mean? Stupid. How did that not... Alright, let's see if I can run past now. Cubierto. I hate that guy. Stupid archer. And my shoulder itches. There we go. I'll use another green. We got the zealot token anyways, so... I think he's gonna... Yeah, he's gonna switch right there. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna... Just in case. We're gonna have our big guy drop down to the right of us. But before he does, we're gonna just... try and take these guys out. Ooh, another barrel. Okay. That's actually really, really good for us. The last few bits of treasure we got. Gonna be real nice. You heading off to bed? Decent amount of cash there, huh? Yeah, I don't think so, pal. Alright, and that's that. I probably didn't need to save because of the skips and stuff. That's not a hard section of the game. But, you know, just in case. I will also use a green here, because, well, you'll see. The attack of the Paragoombas. Did he go out? Okay. No. Poor Mike. He didn't deserve it. I kind of like how he died in the original a little bit better. I think the rocket launcher, Sadler controlling the Ganado to use the rocket launcher, I think that's way cooler of an end than just bugs. Where you going, bud? Alright. We could probably sell the sweeper before Sadler. All we need is the Killer 7. But I want to be on the safe side. Because if we run out of 7 shots and we end up needing more. Now this is actually a stealth section. People will say otherwise, but it's true. Inside the body bags are regenerators, and I don't really want to deal with them, so we're going to ignore them. They don't pop out unless you touch the bag that they're in. Which there's one right there, we passed the other one, and there's one leading into this section too. We passed it. Nice. Is that openable? No, okay. Well, there's a treasure right there. Well, thanks, I guess. Let me see. I think that's good. Hang on. My dog's moving around. Give me a sec. Sorry about that. My dog's an old dog. He went out, he was ready for bed. So I took him upstairs. Okay. Last stretch. Ooh. Forgot about this. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. That finish him off? Looks like it. Forgot about this part. Well, I didn't forget about it, I just thought it was later. Our very final yellow herb. I'm just gonna ignore him. Come here. Come closer. Come on. Look at that lovely red barrel. Nice. I don't think that killed him. I think, yeah. I think he plugged. Where's the guy? I heard him, I don't see him. Where's that Paragoomba? I don't think anybody else is going to come through there. Oh. Got one more at least. Anybody else? No more customers. Gotcha. There's that guy that came from upstairs. This section is not hard. Especially with the infinite sweeper, but you know, it's a running theme. Our gator gun. Gator gun, my beloved. Where is he? Alright. I think that's actually all of the Ganados. Yeah. There's gonna be a big guy. Hey. Where'd you come from? And we got some more friends here. Give them a minute. We got plenty of time. Alright. Well, hang on, I gotta make sure. Did I unmute? I did unmute. Okay, good. Good. And that's that. That is our final Ganado section for the game. Maybe. Maybe not. You'll have to find out. Interesting what they did with this part too. Leon's girlfriend, just in time. Originally, this part of the game is a lot more industrial looking. They leave a lot of the Las Plagas history, the Illuminados history, at the castle. There is some of it at the castle still. A lot of it was at the castle originally, but this did unsettle me the first time I played through it. I'm like, what? Can't waste any time. He's got to save the one and the hundreds. It's crazy. It's like it's tearing it apart on the molecular level. It's kind of schnasty. It's crazy that Luis was able to do that. 14, yeah. We're gonna save that for the typewriter right before. There's no Leon Riz moment where he gets controlled by the Plaga and starts choking Ada. I'll have to pull that clip up in the video if I decide to edit this. It's. I think the meme is goofy, but I don't know. Unless it's in separate ways, it might be in separate ways. I've not played it yet. I own it. I have not played it. I was thinking first playthrough I might stream, but something big happened here. Look at all the crumbling. I forgot about that. Also, we're gonna go and grab the thing here. The pendant. I wonder, is that Sadler's pendant? Maybe? Did we steal Sadler's pendant? Poor baby. Where was it? Oh, it's further down. There we go. Okay. What are we at? 47? Yeah, we got plenty of time. Let's do all the things. We're gonna use the last to make a bunch of magnum ammo. Rifle, shotgun, submachine, handgun. We'll sell all our grenades too, because we're not gonna need them. I might do a new game plus. I'll leave one of each. That looks good. What else can I sell? I kind of want to get the exclusive, but I don't think I have the budget for it. Yeah, no. I'll leave that be. And that is save number 15. That is our last save. I might do a Killer 7 solo run on a New Game Plus. It's not good for crowd control, but I think it does enough high damage that it doesn't matter. Those aren't the Novice I love. Those aren't Paragoombas. But he's still Santa. Gross. Yeah, we're not playing phase 1. I'm not dealing with that. That phase is so annoying. This one I like. This one's fun. It's interesting. They don't really do a two-phase thing in the original. With Feraligatr and Tyranitar, we're gonna finish this off. It's you. See, that was that's why I was worried. I didn't know if this would cover the whole boss. Okay, it did cover the whole boss fight. So cool. And he ends it with the quip. Lovely on. She knows that he's got a job to do, and she's got a job to do, and he knows that. Yeah. Resident Evil 9, please, please bring Ada back. All right, let's hope. Let's hope that this next mod doesn't obscure my vision too much. You'll see what I mean. We might actually finish this sub 50 or sub 5. You know what? You know what? Might as well. Ah, the last little fingernail of health. Ridiculous. We're missing one yellow. You ain't getting the jump on me, boy. He doesn't do any damage, but yeah, they used in the original. I mentioned this a little bit earlier. They push a lot more of the Plaga and Los Illuminados lore on the island in this version. In the original, it seems like it's much more of a secret base of operations, military preparation type stuff. Final mod of the game, Lapras is our escape. We're in Dark Cave and Johto, and we're finally leaving. We found our Lapras. It's almost Friday. It's Friday enough. For those of you who don't know, you can only find Lapras on Fridays in Dark Cave and Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Gold and Silver too, I think. A Johto boy through and through. That's me. I've beaten it a lot. Oh, well. It did obscure my vision too much. There you go. I love the mod. It's just, it's not helpful. Don't worry, this won't take long. We saved right before, and on top of that, we should have all of our stuff purchased and sold and whatever. So, our last death, fingers crossed, knock on wood. I think the Killer 7 loads a little slower than a normal handgun. But with all the upgrades, I think it loads just as fast. Alright, let's see if I don't die this time. If I could have, I probably would have skipped the Savage mod and saved here instead. I might also have to exit the game and just play through this section without the mod. I showed it off, but it's so hard to see. They should have made Lapras like the head a little smaller. That's on me, I forgot. They should have made the head a little smaller at the very least. I might move on to separate ways tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to live stream first playthrough. I'll probably live stream the Professional S Plus of that as well. If anything. I'll consider the first playthrough. But I've been doing a lot of first playthroughs of on this channel, or at least a decent number. Well, I say a decent number, but they're the well, two. You haven't seen the second one so far. Of all the series that I've done, there's two that are new playthroughs. Technically speaking, two. One of them I already played, but it's a port. You'll find out. And then I had some plans. There's a PVZ mod on Game Jolt that I want to try out. That one of my best friends suggested. He was like, "Oh, it's really good. It's a hard mode essentially. It's very very good." So figured I'd heat him out. I'd play that. Ow. We might make it out by the skin of our teeth here. It feels like it's slowed down. Nine, 8, and timer's off. There it is, the professional run, S plus rank. Boom, baby. And there goes Las Plagas. And Los Illuminados with them. I think she liked the Lapras guys. Silly Hunnigan. Do we want to watch this? I do like the credits. It shows all the lore of the village, the history of the village. Yeah, we'll watch this a little bit. When it gets to the scrolling credits, I'll skip. But my final opinions, this game and the original, there are major sections of this game that I think are way more improved in comparison to the original. Like the helicopter with Mike in the original, horrible. I hated that section every single time. Here, not so bad. Bella Sisters here, annoying as all hell. Bella Sisters in the original, pretty easy, all things considered. Pretty easy. There are portions, rooms, more specifically, I think, on the individual level, really. It's mostly rooms that I miss that aren't in this, that were in the original. For instance, there are two in the castle. One is and again, I haven't played Separate Ways yet, so I don't know if these get into Separate Ways, but the Gatling gun room with the Red Zealot I just think it's funny. I think it's a funny room. Uh, when he escapes, he goes around all the way around, and then he jumps on the big platform in the middle, and all of a sudden there's a Gatling gun. The other that I missed that was actually cool, like the gameplay of it was awesome, was the fire room, the lava room with all the big dragon statues and stuff. That's not in this, as far as I know. It could be in separate ways. That's Excella on the screen. You could go to 5 or 6 stores or just one. Billions. I like the smolder he does at the camera. That's so funny. She's got more of a conscience than that. Her love is on the water still, on the Lapras. Her Lapras. How sweet. That outro music is good too. That's not in the original. Alright, well, the Skrilling credits are going. I lied. I'm going to yap a little about this ending. That doesn't happen in the original. It's been a while since I played the original Resident Evil 4, but I don't remember Ada doing all that. I think because I can't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure that okay, I forgot there was lyrics to this. We're gonna do that. Watch Hunnigan. I'll talk on the result screen. Show us our S plus Hunnigan. That Leon picture, literally me. Of course I'm the best. Of course I'm the best. Anyways, I don't think Ada decides to take the Plaga sample elsewhere in the original 4. I will replay it. I will get back to you guys on that in a different video. I'll correct myself if need be. To me, that says that 4 is or the 5 remake in the future. They are remaking 5. They will do it. I don't care what anybody says. They're remaking 5. That's a good game. Sort of. It's mostly combat. There's not that much horror in the survival horror sense. Survival. You get what I mean. I hope they add that. I hope it's more like this game. This game was phenomenal. Survival horror. Perfect, I'd say. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. A couple of those rooms, we're missing. They're gonna change the story of 5 a little. I bet you anything 8 is gonna be a 9, working with Leon and Jill in some capacity. There's not been a game, aside from maybe Gaiden on Game Boy Color, where Leon has showed up that Ada has not. In 2 and 4, I'm pretty sure she's in 6. Just saying. Alright. Oh wait, no, I don't really care. And there's our prize. The cat ears. There's our bonuses, extra content. That's the last thing on this And the last thing we need from here is completing a professional run with no bonus weapons. So that might be, I mean, I'm obviously going to be using the cat ears, but that might be the run where I go for, I think that's under feats, isn't it? No. What was it under? Main story? Yeah, there we go. I might go for Frugalist, Silent Stranger, and then Raider, Burglar, and Bandit. I don't know what part I'm missing. I also don't know what the 28th weapon I'm missing is. But these three I might go for on that playthrough. What are the incompletes ones? 63? I know some of those are separate ways though. Bolt thrower, use the bolt thrower. That one's gonna be hard. I'll have to look into that. Gotta get the hand cannon, which I did have a mod for, but when I installed it I didn't know that it was a, or I didn't remember that it was a bonus weapon. And it's Mega Blastoise. I could do that pretty quick. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, and then overtime. Doing some overtime. That line isn't in the game either. Not surprising, but, you know. Let me purchase the rest of these models, I think. With all my points. I think I got enough. What's this, I wonder? Hand cannon. Is the one I'm missing maybe the infinite launcher? That could be. Okay. I think some of these are also separate ways models. Hello. These count as enemies, maybe because you can kill them? But you could also kill Ashley, so... I think missing ones are separate ways. The red 9. Yes. It looks so cool. I want to get a real life Mauser, C96 Mauser. They're so cool. They're not practical at all, but they're cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a water gun. Can't remember. It's been too long. A velvet blue and assorted gems. Alright, well, I think that's it from me for the evening. So, I bid you all adieu, a fond farewell. It's been fun. I enjoyed this. It took way longer than I expected. Basically the whole day for me. I would do it again in a heartbeat, even though, you know, basically nobody was watching, and this one got 1 view. I think right at the very end. The other one got about 5 views. But you know what? I like this YouTube stuff. It's fun. I get to enjoy a game and I get to share it with everybody else. So tune in next time. Maybe I'll finish up Elisa tomorrow. Get the completion on that tomorrow. Cuz I only got about 50 minutes of that left. I got to remember which ones I haven't gotten, but I could probably knock that out tomorrow in about an hour or 2 hours. Yeah, but don't be a stranger. God bless. See you guys in the next live stream or video. Peace.